Welcome back to the channel all about cooking for beginners. And today we're going to make a low-fat, lower-calorie banana bread. Ingredients are on the screen right now. Following that up with the calorie breakdown as well. So to start, we preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Then we get our bananas, and they need to be very ripe. I would say this is the bare minimum for ripeness. The darker, the better. So we peel it. I like to start from the other end because it makes it easier. Next, we put the bananas in a bowl along with 1/3 cup of sugar. Afterwards, you can use a fork or a potato masher to mash up the bananas. The sugar makes it easier because it's abrasive and it'll cut into the bananas. Try to get as smooth and paste-like consistency as possible. The less chunks, the better. Then we add the egg yolks and mix it into a uniform mixture. Now for the egg whites, we need to beat some air into them and make a meringue. So starting on the lowest speed with your mixer, just start whipping the eggs. Once they get a little foamy, we're going to add some sugar from that remaining 1/3 cup, but we're going to add it in batches. The reason for this is that we want to make sure the eggs stay whipped and airy. If you add it in all at once, you risk deflating the mixture. So we're going to whip it, add sugar, whip it again, add a little more sugar, and keep whipping it. We're going to stop at the soft peak stage, meaning that when you take the mixer out and the meringue drips back onto itself, it barely holds a peak, like this. After that, we get a separate bowl with our 2 cups of flour, to which we add our baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Then we give it a good stir to make sure all the ingredients are evenly combined. And now to mix everything together. So to the bowl with mashed bananas, we add our dry mixture and we fold it in. Folding here meaning we take our spatula, gently cut down the middle of the bowl and take what's on the bottom of it and fold it on top. We do this as delicately as possible and just until no flour is visible. The reason for this is to limit gluten development. Now to that bowl we add 1/3 of the meringue mixture, and also like the flour we fold it in. We don't add the meringue all in at once because it would be very difficult to incorporate it evenly without beating it and taking out all the air we work so hard to whip into it. So by putting in a little bit at once, mixing that in, and then afterwards putting the rest of the meringue in, it incorporates easier and we keep all of the air that we whipped into those egg whites. And again, we fold as gently as possible just until we can no longer see any streaks of egg white. Then we grease up our 9 by 5 inch loaf pan. Carefully pour the mixture into the loaf pan and even it out by shaking it around, making sure it's level across the loaf pan. We don't tap it because we don't want to again beat the air out that we worked so hard to incorporate. Finally, we bake it on the middle rack of the oven anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. Insert a toothpick into the center of the cake and pull it. If it comes out clean, you're done. Let it cool for a little bit, and with that, you are done. Slice it up. I hope you enjoy your lower fat, lower calorie banana bread. And if you want more tips and tricks like this, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel.